To everyone. In this video, I'm just going to discuss about a linked list. So far we have discussed about arrays, stacks and queues and one more type of data structure for the linear type of data structure that we are going to discuss here is linked list. Okay. Here this term itself reveals list, right? So list means it is used to store the list of values. Why it is called as linked list? A linked list means there will be a link, right? So that's why it is called as a linked list. What it means, why it is called as a linked list means, if I am taking an array means, if I wish to store 4 elements, just for example I am saying 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. I wish to store these 5 elements in an array means 5 memory cells which will be allocated, and the index for the first cell will be first cell will be 0, second cell 1, then third one 2, 3 and 4. And the memory locations, for example the base address of this array will be, just for an example I am taking 2000, and the memory requirement for the storing a single integer value, it requires 2 bytes. Okay, so for storing the first one location, for example if I am storing 11 here means 11 which will be stored here, and the corresponding memory location is 2000 here. Then for storing 12, the next one memory location is 2002 and 12 will be here. Then in 2004, 13, in 2006, 14, in 2008, 15. Okay, when looking into these memory locations, easily you can predict the memory locations are in consecutive manner. But if I am taking linked list means, it will search for the free spaces. Wherever the free space is available, that free space which will be used by the linked list. For example, if I wish to store 11 here, means this will be stored here, 12 here, 13 here, 14 and here 15. Just you can assume the memory location for the number 11 is 2010, and it may be 4008, and here it may be 5068, and it may be 5550, 5550, okay, and it may be 6000. So just see the memory allocated here. When you are looking into the memory locations of these elements, there is no relations between these memory locations because the elements are scattered. Wherever the space is free, that memory is reserved by the linked list. But you should know one thing. We are saying the first element gets stored in 2010. It should point to the next element in your list. Then only you can refer to the next element. So in order to point to the another element, you can make use of the field called link. Okay. So whenever if you are going to make use of the linked list means, it will have the list of nodes. Each node will have the two fields. The first one field will be called as the data field, and next one field will be called as the link field. Data field is used to store the data. Data field is used to store the data. Okay. And link field is used to point to the next node. Point to the next node, because we don't know the location as where that number is present. So we need the link field to represent the to store the address of the next node. So actually, once if you are taking the linked list, it will have the list of elements, and each element will have the link field. It means it will have the list of nodes, and each node will have the two fields. One is the data field and next one is the link field. The data field is used to store the data, and link field is used to refer to the address of the next node. For example, here 11 is stored in the memory location 2010. In order to refer to the next element, we need the pointer. Okay, it should point to the next element. So then this element should point to the third element, this location, and then third element will point to the fourth element, and fourth element will point to the fifth element. Okay. So what's the necessity of making use of the linked list? Why don't we make use of an array? What's the advantage of using a linked list means? Once if you are taking an array, if I am just going to remove one element from this array, for example, I am deleting 13 from my array. It means there will be empty space here. So in order to make use of this space, I should move all the elements here. For example, 14 will come here and 15 will come to this locations. In case if I wish to store 13 in between 12 and 14 means, at first I should move this 15 to this location, and then I should move this 14 to this location. Then only I can store 13 in this memory locations. But if I am taking the linked list means, there is no necessity of shifting the elements from one location to the another location. The reason here is, these are all the nodes which are all stored in different memory locations, right? So simply we can change the pointer. For example, I would like to delete the node 13 from my list means, simply I can remove this one and make this pointer to point to the 14. So these small changes is enough. Okay. In case if I wish to insert one new node between the node 12 and 14 means, I must create one node and I should insert in between 12 and 14 means, simply I can change this pointer alone. For example, I can write one node here and simply I can write it here. This itself enough. Reason here is since the elements are scattered in the memory locations wherever it is free, it's quite easy for the programmer to do the insertion or deletion operations. But once if I am taking an array, since these elements are get stored in a consecutive memory locations, I should perform the shifting operations, but here it's not needed. So we can conclude, if we are taking an array means, we should make use of the elements just like the if you are going to make use of the list of elements which has to be stored in a consecutive memory location means, by that time you can prefer array. And one more thing, while making use of an array, insertion, deletions, it's quite complicated when comparing to the linked list. In linked list, wherever the space is free, we can use no. So the memory wastage will be avoided here. And next one thing, insertion and deletion operations, easily you can implement it here. Okay, that's why we are going to make use of the linked list in most of the applications. So how the representations, how you are going to represent the linked list means, here we can take the same elements 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. As I said earlier, every node will have the two fields. One is the data field and next one is the link field. Okay. So here you can create the nodes. You see here, for storing the 5 elements, I have created 5 nodes. In each node, this is a data field and this one is the link field. You can write it here, data field, a link field. Data field and here link field. Data field, link field. Data field, link field. Okay. So here I am storing 11. Here 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So the link of the first node will point to the second node. And the link of the second node will point to the third node. And the link of the third node will point to the fourth node. The link of the fourth node will point to the fifth node and the link of the fifth node will be null because there is no other node next to it. Okay, and just have an assumption here. 11 is stored in the memory location 2006 and 12 in the memory location 3012. It may be 4008 and it may be 5016, it may be 6006. So what is this link field means? As I said earlier, link field is used to refer the next node. And I am seeing this link field is pointing to the next node, right? Actually references, or else if I am saying pointing to the next node means easily we can understand that we are going to store the address of the next node. What's the address of 12? It's 3012. So we should write 3012 here. And one more thing you just consider here, if we are going to store the address of another node means, then simply you can call this one as a pointer, because pointer is a concept in which we are going to store the address of the another variable, right? So here link is a pointer, and here also it stores the address of the third node, so 4008, then only it is pointing to that corresponding location, and the address of this fourth node will get stored here, and the address of the fifth node will get stored here. Okay, so this is the representation of linked list. Once again I am saying the difference between an array and a linked list is we are able to store the elements in the spaces wherever it is free when we are using the linked list. While making use of an array, we should store all those elements in a consecutive memory locations. I hope that you have understood these concepts very clearly. In case if you are having any queries related to this topic, kindly post your queries. Thank you.